What's up, guys? Brandon Mullins here, CEO, JustKeepMess.com. I'd like to drop some techniques on y'all. We're going to be talking about a few things that you can do when people stiff arm you and push you. Big people like to do this. Even people your own size, people who maybe aren't the best technical level, they want to push. And we're going to talk about a few situations we can use that to our advantage. So the first one's going to be from a passing situation, and the next one's going to be from a kind of a controlling position, like side control. So let's get to it with the first one. It's going to be a double underpass. My boy Jordan's going to be here, help me out. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to do when we go for like a double underpass, which is really common. If you don't know how to do that, just get on YouTube and search double underpass. You'll get a lot of good explanations. And we're going to talk about when a guy stiff arms our hip, which is really common, and it's actually a good thing for my partner to do. So I have my basic double under here. I want to put the guy on my ramp, okay, my knees. I'm going to get the collar. I'm going to stack him up like this. So what a lot of guys are going to do is they're going to take this hand and they're going to post on your hip, okay? And if I can't change the angle, if he can keep me in front of him, I can't pass. And a lot of times I'm just going to spin like this, which looks like it's fun, but you're going to get tired of that eventually, okay? And so he's just going to lock that arm out. So one really simple thing that we can do is when I get stuck there, I'm going to bring my knee on the inside, just like that. And I'm going to take his arm out of the way. And now I can finish my pass however I need to. I could go this way, or some guys want to defend side control, so they roll out. But because I don't have his arm tracked, you see how he can't roll that way? He can't. He's trying. I'm just going to go to side control there. So he has to go the other way. He has to go this way. He gives me his back. There I have the seatbelt. I still have his arm tracked. I'm just going to switch my knees. Here. And then pull him back onto me. Putting my bottom hook in first. Adjusting. And putting the second hook in. So one more time. Again, what I want to make important is not really how to do the pass. You can research that on your own, or maybe you already know it, but it's just defending against that guy stiff arming you, which is really common. So I get to the position, I'm going to try to pass, but look, I get stuck in this. I can't turn that corner because his hand is on my hip, and he just locks it out, which once his arm gets locked, you can't really just grind through it. If his arm was bent, then I could just put my weight and be really heavy, but if it's locked out, you can't do that. So look, I'm going to bring my leg like a circle on the inside. Boom. If he wants to turn this way, side control. If he wants to turn the other way, I go for his back. That's a great way to get around the stiff arm when you're trying to pass the guard. The next thing that happens is we're in side control. And he's going to kind of do the same thing. He's going to take this hand and he's going to push on my hip, trying to push me away. Maybe he's going to try to, just get this other hand in front of my face and push. I mean, again, people love to push. So as soon as that hand comes on the hip and he starts to push, I'm going to switch my hip and I'm going to pull this arm off. Boom, like that. Okay, which is relatively easy. Once I get here, I want to make sure I crowd him. Okay, he wants to get his arm back. Once I lock it in, it's kind of like, whoops, now he got stuck. So as he's trying to pull that arm back, I'm just going to swing my arm to the inside, okay? So Jordan's going to start pulling his elbow back to the floor. Look, I'm going to go here on the inside. And now I'm just going to push it down and come over. Okay, so now once I have this position, he can't get the push back. He's kind of stuck here, okay? Once I get here, I like to get head and arm control. Jordan wants to get his arm back. He wants to and he wants more control of it. I'm just going to switch this way. I'm going to pull him up, and I can just do a basic arm lock here. Okay, I have the arm trapped. I control the arm. I'm going to step up. I'm going to control, turn, and finish. So again, when I'm in side control and he's pushing, you know, if his arm, again, if his arm was bent, you can kind of come over the top of it. But once he locks it out, it's different. I can't go through like his bones here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my hip and pop this off. Boom. Like that. Now again, most people, he wants to get his arm back. Once I have control of it, he doesn't have that push anymore, and he wants to get it back. So when he starts to pull it back, I'm going to go here. You see how I use my hip against his hip to get his body out of the way, and I bring my arm over, just like that. And then from here, we can post here if I want to, or you can start off here if you want. And then look, I don't take one leg off until the other one gets in place. And now for sure, I'm going to post. And I want to pull him up, sinking my elbow to his chest. I don't want to be like that. I'm going to be here. And base on his head, step. Don't put your knee on the ground. It's a common mistake. Put your foot on the ground. You can grab. I'm just going to rotate. Boom. Just like that. One thing that happens a lot when I do this position is your foot ends up here. Okay? And if Jordan is able to lock his hands, people have a lot of trouble finishing this position. So I'm going to show you a quick, easy way to get out of this. So what I want to do first, I want to put this leg back over the top. As long as I have his pants and a good grip, it's going to be hard for him to get on top of me. I need to lean to his head, and kind of I get an added bonus of kind of crushing his face a little bit here. So, you know, that's kind of good for me. I just weave my leg back over, really simple. But again, I'm still kind of in this awkward position, you know. Everybody wants to be here, which is great. But when you're here, it kind of changes things. The guy can get his arm free. He pushes differently. So look, I'm just going to slide my foot in just like that. Keep your grip, Jordan. Okay, so I make an X. And now, pop. It's easy to break. And I finish. That last one was 2 techniques for the price of 1. I call that the jackpot. You're welcome. Check it out. JustKeepPants.com, bjj.org. Hooking it up for you. Thanks.